Welcome everyone to Lubbock, Texas, and Jones AT&T Stadium, home to the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And this crowd, as always, will be rowdy because they've been gearing up since early this morning. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Cincinnati Bearcats taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bearcats will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will get the first swing of the game. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. To the ground, he's got it again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
And the Red Raiders pick up the first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Johns. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the back. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Fires to the big fella. He's loose. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And that is a different collision. When you're trying to hit the tight end after he catches the football, this ain't a 185-pound wide receiver. Most of these guys, 240, 250, 260, try to go low, take out those ankles. And you see a lot of times that's when they hurdle or they're used to it too. But those big, strong athletes are hard to get to the ground.
And the Red Raiders trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Go!
He's looking to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense has the ball for the first time. When you have a weapon like this on the outside, and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Got the quick pass. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds the tight end. Runs through the tackle. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker is Flynn. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Bearcats are marching down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Get it out on the screen. Always quick to make the move, and he's out to the 39.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires it incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. He leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. 4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. Finds his man enough for the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Everett. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The Bearcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, looking for a man. Got his man in the middle. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
He caught it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, and the defense tackles him at the 3. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So that was a lengthy 17-play drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. You find a defender that you believe your man can beat, and the fade is really effective.
Yeah, you pick on him, right, Reese? You find the guy that you know that my guy can win. Even if I don't throw a great throw, you found your matchup. Execution was perfect.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Makes his connection. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Cincinnati. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. He'll try the left side. Great move. Now he's got room. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Right back to the well. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires deep on the run. Caught at the 25. Touchdown, Bearcats! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. After picking up this 1st down on the ground, let's see what they do. Give to the running back. At the 45 on his way. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Run it with the fullback. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a drive there of 82 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's going to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. The quick out.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Flynn. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Looking to throw on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. He's looking to throw it. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Right down the boulevard. It's good. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. First down for this offense. And with time running out here in the second quarter, they'll just take a knee. Down on the scoreboard, they'll try to regroup in the locker room at halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Lubbock. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Red Raiders will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Bearcats in the hurry up.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this game.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense fails it.
Drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Wants to throw on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. The offense set for a first down play. Here's the handoff. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the fullback. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. 3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Still on his feet. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
And the Red Raiders are on the move. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's on target and complete. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. And now the hit knocks it loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Floating away. Trying to escape and get... And the ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around, he's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble and recovery? Great job by the defense, continue to chase that QB.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Balls at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to the running back, and just making plays.
He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Absolutely perfect. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
Texas Tech, 23. Cincinnati, 14.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. He'll pull it on the read. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Bearcats are in the hurry-up.
And on the heels of that last big play now, you'd love to keep the momentum going and score quick. How about staying aggressive? Try to throw this thing into the end zone. You need to get the ball back, and you need to save as much time as you can.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Pocket starts to collapse. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Now facing a 3rd and long. The aerial assault continues. Throws toward the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Quick strike complete. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
They go to the ground. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29.
Get set, get set.
Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Bearcats want to move quickly. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
He's right on target. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Bought a little time, lets it go. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Oh, big juke to get past. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Got his man quickly. Hits him with a stiff arm. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And I'll obviously getting the completion, it's a killer. They get a new set of downs. You got to find a way to make a play now. The saving grace, I guess, Jesse, is he ran out of bounds and stopped the clock, so at least the clock isn't running.
Yeah, and David, it's just a situation right now defensively. I think you just got to take more chances, right? You may have to blitz, you may have to sell out, you might risk giving up a big play, but it's just so critical at this juncture in the game that you're able to retake possession to give yourself a chance to win.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They're bringing heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds his man. It's Everett. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. He's looking to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Flynn. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Flynn. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. Stop short of the marker, and they stop with this defense, and they get the ball back.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.